I'm ready for another marathon. I wonder what I got. People's elbows everywhere. Hi everyone, welcome to Ellie Does Tri. I've made this channel to document a pretty big year for myself. My goals? A marathon PB and my first ever full Ironman. This all started Christmas morning. Most people's first thought is, I wonder what I got, or I hope so-and-so loves my gift. Mine? I'm ready for another marathon. I've officially registered for what I'm calling the Ottawa Double. I'm regaining my focus and I want you to come along for the journey. But before we get into the training, we need to talk about how I got here. My endurance journey started in 2023 with a half marathon and a sub 2-hour goal. I ran it with my sister, got the bug, and immediately looked towards triathlons. I was put in swimming lessons basically straight from the womb, thanks mom and dad, and I've been doing 50k bike rides with my dad consistently for a few years. I tested the waters at my local rec center, realized I could still swim, and signed up for the Muskoka 70.3. I picked a PR your 70.3 training plan for my first 70.3, which was ambitious to say the least. My sister had the best advice. Do a test event first. We did a hybrid sprint Olympic, and it was a total roller coaster. The swim was petrifying. People's elbows everywhere. But somehow, I came fourth in my age group by just a few seconds. That gave me confidence for Muskoka. I trained hard. But I realized the tough way that skipping interval sessions doesn't exactly help you go faster. In the end, I finished in under 6 hours on what they call as the hardest course in North America. I was over the moon. And then I wanted more. And things got messy. I had my first marathon plan for 3 months after my 70.3. Easy, right? However, I spontaneously signed up for an Olympic triathlon with 3 weeks notice. Got fourth again, frustrating. Then I got sick. Then a family friend offered me a last-minute 70.3 transfer, which was just a month before the marathon. I jumped at it. It was a disaster. 36-degree humidity and no tri-specific training for the past few weeks. And I ended up getting a worse time than my first race. By the time the marathon hit, I was somewhere between overworked, over-tapered, bloated from panic carb loading, and in a very weird headspace. It was less than ideal. I know I have a better time in me that actually reflects my dedication. So, what am I doing differently for this Ironman block? I'm tracking to make sure I'm actually energized, not bloated. No more missing speed sessions because I just don't feel like it. Mobility every morning and stretching every night before bed. I'm planning my deload weeks around my menstrual cycle. Deload means deload. No more overreaching. The Ottawa Double is the first big test. If you're doing your first try or just trying to get your headspace back, subscribe and let's do this together. Marathon training starts February 2nd and Ironman training starts February 16th. Come along for the journey.